Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rashad Collins, and this is my social justice video blog. The golden rule of counseling that I go by is to live each day inspired to make it better than the next. Working as a mental health specialist for over 6 years, I understand that impairment and burnout is quite possible. A lot of times we take on the trauma of our clients, and sometimes that transfers over to our daily living and to our family and interpersonal relationships. So I go into my counseling sessions just trying to make sure that I am inspired to make it better than the day before. I can participate in self-care by making sure that I do not have impairment or burnout. By, for one, seeking therapy or counseling whenever I feel like I may be overwhelmed, might be depressed or face anxiety or any other mental health issues. Taking vacations is one thing that I do to make sure that I'm not impaired or have face burnout. Just enjoying family activities, doing things that bring pleasure to me, whether that includes reading, bike riding, outside activities. All these are things that you can do to make sure that you do not burn out or have impairment, and it leads to better self-care. One Bible verse that I really like that highlights social justice comes from Proverbs 31:8-9. And it states, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly, defend the rights of the poor and needy." I feel like this is a great Bible verse that explains social justice. As counselors, it is our duties to make sure that we do speak up and advocate for those who cannot speak up for themselves. And a lot of times, the mental health population who we are serving cannot speak up for themselves. Also, speak up and judge fairly. This is extremely important because as counselors, we have to make sure that we are not judgmental and that we are always open in our responses, open to listening and learning the true issues that our clients may face. And finally, some of the actions that I can and will take in supporting advocacy is to, one, make sure that legislation is passed. I feel like this is one of the most important, to make sure that the proper legislation is passed to advocate for any issue, whether it's mental health issue, whether it's race, whether it's gender. Making sure that the proper legislation is passed is of utmost importance. Also, some of the things you can do is make sure that you write articles, literature to your peers, protests, and just be a person that actually has a voice in the counseling profession. I believe that all these things will create a better mental health and counseling profession.